Alright, anyways. Hey yo, how's it going, boys? What is up? So it's back once again for another character impression. This time we have who? Oh, Cantate? So Cantate is a win character. She's the event character. Poster girl apparently. 1275 HP. She has 11,000 attack. She's a harp character, yes. Because well, apparently this is considered as a harp, yes. Even though it looks like a violin, right? I mean, I can't really tell like musical instruments because I'm bad, but you know. Alright. Ogi is Tempestoso Bowing. Massive wind damage to a foe. Raise all foes tuning level by 1. Max is 10. Okay. One turn cut to her skill cooldowns. Caprici? 6 hit wind damage to a foe, hit to debuff resistance and wind damage wind defense stackable. Wow, look, a full auto character. Sardas. Wind damage to all foes, raise tune level by 1. Max is 10. Okay, so she has a lot of tuning. Remove 1 buff, so she can dispel. When a foe's tune is 5 or above, activates twice, so she can double dispel. Cool. More power to full auto. Granblue. Fully restore harp specialty allies' HP and remove all debuffs and skill cooldowns. Granblue effect to caster. Can only be used when a foe's tune level is 10 or above. Can recast. So that's a yellow border as well. So you can just heal everyone. Wow. Sugoi. Wow. Luthier. When a foe's tune level is 7 or above, upon normal attacks 3 hit wind damage to a foe, boost to Cantate's charge bar. Oh, is that kind of character? Traveling Artisan of the Arts. Boost to skill specs based on number of hot specialty allies in party. Does not work in backline. It doesn't include that line. Interesting. This one is self-explanatory. First one is 6 hit, right? So 6 hit is 107,000. Wait, 107.5k damage per hit. And then hit to debuff resistance is 10%. And wind defend down is 10%. So 10% up to 30% stackable. So it caps at 3 times. Cool. And the second skill is 510,000 base cap damage. Okay. Then yeah. Okay. Full. Everything else is yeah. And then this one is can use each damage skill up to 1 extra time per turn. Oh, so she's a mix of like the Percival kind of shit and like Makira kind of shit. But you need to get this to 10 first, right? So it's still takes a while to get there. So we can only use this once, right? And like, cause she only gets tuning 1 stack at a time on Ogi and second skill. So it does take a while. Like, let's just say if you're not using Neo, right? It's fucking slow, man. It's so fucking slow. And it's like, it screams like full auto, obviously. This is definitely a full auto character. And then it looks like you want to Ogi again because of this. Just so you can stack the thing faster, right? So just Ogi! Wow! Okay, then the first passive is oh, it's the same as the first skill. It's just 3 hits instead of 6 hits. Okay? It's just 107.5k damage per hit. So it's like half the damage of the first skill, sure. And then you gain 10% charge bar, okay. And then this one is skill damage up is 10% per stack and goes up to 60% because there's 6 stacks, right? It's because you can go up to 6 characters, right? So it caps out at 6, 10% per stack for skill damage. It goes up to 60%. And then for skill damage cap is 4% per stack. Goes up to 24%. I don't think it's really worth to go that high though for like fucking dude. I mean, I do know that you get quite a few I mean, you can technically get a few harp characters for win, but I don't think you need to go all the way for 6. I mean, you have like, I don't know, because she counts herself as 1 already, right? You put Catcelia in the back line, that's already 2. Isn't Catcelia harp? Yeah, he is, right? Wait, Sleepy Potato is not harp, right? Yeah. Then you have like your Neo and shit. Then, yeah, you can easily get like 12 to 16% skill cap. So you don't really have to go all the way to 24. So it's not that bad. Because Win has a lot of harp characters for some reason. I mean, I wouldn't really go all on my way to get like use Selphira and shit. But I guess you could put her in a back line or something if you wanna get an extra stack of that. But it's kind of shit that this doesn't work in the back line though. Because if he works in the back line, he should mention, right? But it's not saying that. So she only works in the front line. Feels bad. Oh well. All in all, she looks really okay. Usable, definitely usable, even for the likes of Guild War, I will say, just because that she has double dispel. The only problem is that you need to OG a lot, and then if you want to get this up fucking fast, because you can get only 2, right? Maximum 2 in a turn, right? You can't get any more than 2 in a turn if you're just using her, right? So in other words, you're forced to use, other characters in order for you to speed this shit up. If not, yeah, it's gonna be kind of fucked. Alright, what's this? I mean, it's okay, but no full limit break yet though. It sounds okay. No full limit break, I'm not really gonna judge. So, yeah. Alright, let's see. A minor small flashbang. She has 1 skill cap, 1 debuff success, 1 crit, 2 win attacks. Yeah, then 2 defense, attack and shit. I'm having like doubts for what's that? Wiki nowadays, because sometimes they kind of fuck it up. I have to like, I keep thinking in my head I have to rely on game width or something. For her EMP, I think it's quite straightforward, her EMP. Am I doing the... Yeah, red pen. You get that. Debuff success, I don't think it's that important. I mean, you already have debuff resistance down, right? So I don't think you really need debuff success on her. So there's really not much point for that. You definitely want this. Even though her attack is already relatively high, you want it to be consistent as well. So just get this 3. Yeah, crit, why not? So that's 4 already. I think the remainder you can just either stack. You can either stack this, you can either stack this, or I don't know, get like triple attack and then some defense or something. Because you still have like 6 more points left, right? So you can, yeah, you can still put a lot of stuff in there. You could also, you can also cap this one if you want to, like for consistency purposes and shit. You can do that. That's really entirely up to you. So I guess the EMP is relatively straightforward, so it's no big deal. But dude, honestly, she looks very like she's like I feel like she's one of those very, very basic character. There's nothing special about them. They have like little bits of things here and there just to make the character somewhat usable in 2023 kind of thing. You know what I mean? There's really nothing I would say the only really special thing about her is this shit. Because this is kind of like the it's kind of like Christmas Makira, right? That kind of thing. But I feel like this one is slightly better in a way, right? Just because that it can fully heal and clear, right, and shit, isn't it? Well, I think Christmas Makira only affects herself or something on that skill, I mean. Yeah, something like that. So, but it requires, the thing is, this requires you to get 10 tuning, right? So if you're not using like characters outside of her that has tuning as well, getting to 10 is really slow, right? If you have like other characters, maybe you have like at least 2 other characters with that has tuning as well, along with her doing the shit, yeah, maybe you can get there a lot faster. Maybe you can get there in like turn 4, turn 5 kind of shit, right? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really gonna do the math and calculations right now because I don't have the character. So, you know, yeah, the thing, you see, yeah, that's true. The thing is, her main issue is that it's very reliant on having harps in your team. And I never really like that kind of shit, you know? Because even though, right, the character is kind of cool in a way, and then you have like all this weapon specialty thing, and not every single character like this that requires, you know, like a specific weapon proficiency to make them work is not that bad. I would even consider her a character like this that is reliant on weapon proficiency. It's not really that bad. She's not really that bad, but I can't seem to really like characters like these just because they're how do I say, very limited in choices. You know what I mean? So it's like, put it this way, it's like limited in choices, meaning like you are fixated to only use specific setups. You cannot like, you know what, I'll just take this, I take this, put in the character, the thing, and then it'll still somewhat work. Even though it's not the best, but it'll still somewhat work. But for her, it can work, but it's fucking slow. You know, especially if you're not using Kango as well. She's so slow. So in other words, like her shit doesn't really like rotate that well as well too. Even though these two, the cooldown is at 6 turns, right? Dude, 6 turns for this kind of shit is too slow, man. Right? And plus, if you're not oging that often, right, getting to like 5 stacks minimum just to make this a little bit more, so much stronger, it's so slow. You know? And plus, the reason why I don't like it as well is the fact that this is, you have to also remember that end of the day, GBF is a gacha game as well, right? So not everyone can have like, okay, I have like every single win character in the game. Not everyone can be in that position. You have to also remember that, right? Like people like maybe starting in, or maybe like even though there's someone in the middle, right? It's not like they can suddenly have like every single character in the game already at that point, right? Of course not, isn't it? So that's why like at that point, to me, it's better if the character still works relatively well in whatever setup that doesn't require like this specific limitations kind of shit. Yeah, it's, to me, that's a much better character, you know? You know, like, I know this is a bad example, but, you know, think about, like, you know, Bowman, for example. Or, you know, you can think about, like, yeah, you can think about, like, the you know, the other non-limited characters as well. Like, yeah, if we talk about Win, Enyo's pretty good, right? Enyo's pretty damn good. We also have, like, I would even consider, like, old school characters. Like, who's that? Even Birdman doesn't really require like the people to really like help that guy or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't think you even really require that. You know, even like, yeah, you see, like even the Princess Connect character, you don't need anyone to work well with that character. You know what I mean? You know, even like Vera is okay. You know, like Tiamat. You know, all these kind of characters works well in like whatever shit you put in there, right? That to me, those kind of characters shines so much more compared to these characters. Even though this character is not really that bad to begin with, especially even though you at least put, if you think about it, right? If you just put in like Mio, just Mio only, right? She might be a little bit better. But the thing is, you only want to use Neo when she's 130, right? So not a lot of people are at that point yet of the game. Isn't it? Not a lot of people have Neo at least minimum 130, okay? I can't really just say that you should have her now at 130 at this point. No matter you're like, you just started like a month ago. No, you need to have her at 130. No, I don't think it works like that because you're time gated by Guild War anyway. Isn't it? So that's why. So, but and yeah, my conclusion is that she's good, but to me, it's very limited because you have to use like you have to use like harps oriented setups. You have to use maybe Kango. You have to put other characters that has the tuning shit to make her better and stuff. So it's just like, you know, it kind of, I'm not too I don't really like that. To me, it is a little bit weak because of that, you know. But I do like some of the skills, you know, because you know, double dispel is great, right? Double dispel is great. The nuke numbers is not that bad either, and then like having like a full heal whenever you get this up is pretty nice. But the thing is, depend on your set. It really depends on your setup when you can actually use this. So yeah. So I think that's as much extent I would like to dunk on her, but yeah. To me, that's how it is. She's pretty cute though, I would say. But yeah, end of the day, I think that's how she is. That's what I think about this new character, Cantate. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.